Hey guys, welcome people of Earth back to the land of Azeroth. This time we are no longer in a delve. We are in the city of Dornegal, the lush metropolis. Standing at a training dummy. And I think I mentioned in one of the previous videos that this guy needed to have a macro for his trinkets. Let's see here. I had gotten a couple of trinkets in delves for him, but they had a use ability, and I usually don't like use trinkets because you have to use them. You have to remember to use them. And there are trinkets that I like better that are equip trinkets. Now this has an equip power. If you look at it, it says equip your harmful spells and abilities. They build up stacks of rat fang toxin. But then you have to use it once you've built up stacks of this toxin on something. You have to use it to get its power, and it has a 1.5 minute cooldown. This one doesn't have any equipped stuff. It doesn't need any prep. It's just it has a 1 minute cooldown, and it'll do some damage to whatever your target is. So I'd like to use these to do their damage, because it's nice to get the agility buff, but other trinkets have like a proc ability that will just randomly proc, and you don't have to think about it. They're set it and forget it kind of things. So to use these as best I can, you find something that has a longer than 1 or 1.5 minute cooldown. Like in this case, this guy has Death Mark. I don't think he has anything else that's really that long of a cool minute. This has a 1 minute recharge, but I'm going to be using it more often than that. Yeah, he doesn't have any powers other than Death Mark that has a cooldown in that area. So it looks like I've got Death Mark on here twice, but I do not. This is Death Mark, and this is actually a Death Mark macro. And the way you get that is you bring up macros and you say new, and then you go through and you pick the Death Mark icon, and it looks like the icons that you already have for your powers tend to be the ones that are at the top here. So it shouldn't be too hard to find the same icon. I try and make it the same icon. You can make it a slightly different one to distinguish it, but I don't even bother with that. I try and have it be the same icon. Then you give it a name, like Death Mark. Hit the caps lock. Death Mark. Death Mark. Trink. There you go. I'm not going to make another one because I've already got a Death Mark Trink thing. I already made it. And once you do that, then you say hashtag show tooltip, and you say Death Mark. That tells it, show the tooltip for Death Mark, so that when you mouse over it, you don't see that. Because if I remove this, if I just say show tooltip, and I save, now when I look over this, it shows me the tooltip for Rat Fang Toxin, which is this trinket. So it just shows the tooltip for the first thing in the line of items. So you want to put Death Mark on there. And let me save, and now I get the tooltip for Death Mark, and I know what Death Mark does. If I'm like, oh, how much damage does that do now? Because I'm higher level, or I got better gear or something. And what all other powers, it's Rupture, Garrett, and Lethal Poisons. So when I want to do Death Mark, I get the tooltip. So you say tooltip Death Mark, and then you say use anything, any trinkets, because trinkets don't use the global cooldown, so you can stack them up, right? When you use these things, they won't cause like when I hit that. Evasion also has a 2 minute cooldown, so I could put it on evasion, but I'm not going to do that. But there is evasion doesn't do it. Let me see what is. I'll do a targeting dummy here. So you hit something. Every time you do that, there's a little like time, half second, where the global cooldown hits. And so if I want to use Death Mark, it will use those powers. And now you see these things are in cooldown, and they are taking time, ticking away. They'll recharge, and about the time that Deathmark is up, they should both be back up, and I can use all 3 of them again. And it just kind of gives Deathmark a little bit better of a... Come on, you can stop now. But it kind of boosts your Deathmark, how much damage it does. Or whatever power. Any power that has a longer cooldown than the trinkets that you're wanting to use. And now I'm kind of stuck in combat because this poison, rat fang poison thing, because those debuffs or whatever you call them are still on this thing. That's what the rat fang, it builds up as you use abilities on or attack a creature. It puts those up to 5 stacks of rat fang toxin, and then you can use them. I'll have to wait until this recharges completely to use it. But this one just launches bombs at them. You didn't see the bombs because I was right up on him, and they hit. But anyway, there's a quick tutorial that shows you, how to make a macro for various powers that you, or trinkets that you want to use, to combine them into a power that you are already going to use, and do that. I got the information, I think I was listening to somebody talk in general chat, and they said this is how you use trinkets that have a use ability, and I was like, I just didn't use those abilities before that. So hope this is helpful to somebody. If not, feel free to put criticisms or comments or suggestions in the comments section of the video. And until I get to the next delve, I'll see you guys around. You guys have fun.